All right. Welcome into module two. Okay. So let's just get right into it. Module two is about accepting the deeper truth that you are never going to be done growing. And I don't know if anybody else feels so lopsided about that the way that I do, but sometimes I'm just so fucking tired of growing. For once, I'm like, can I just be satisfied with where I am for 5 minutes without constantly needing to know and do something new? Right. It sounds so exhausting at first, always feeling like you have to grow. I live it every single day of my life, right? Especially when you just got through a pivot, especially when you just felt like you just found clarity. And I promise you, though, that this truth will liberate you is that the fact that you're never going to be done growing. The idea that business should settle after a successful launch or just one successful launch, or that the rebrand is a myth. One of the most toxic lies of hustle culture is that there's a final destination and that when you reach it, it'll be easy forever. I just wish that that was true. Okay. Oh my God, you don't know how badly I wish that that was true. But the truth is that growth is the path. It's not the pit stop. You are designed to evolve. You are designed that's to keep moving. That's how you stay aligned. That's how you keep joy in your work. That's how you build a business that's actually alive, just not automated, because you never stop growing as a human. And once you realize that when it's time for you to grow, that your next stage of growth is literally just that. It's the next stage. It's not the final stage. It's not where you just stop and you get to stay. There will be another stage after that. How long you choose to stay in that stage or how long the universe has you in that stage, that's all up for grabs. Nobody knows how long that will take. But once you accept that you're never going to stop growing, it becomes easier for you to grow because then you're like, oh, well, guess I'm just going into my next stage of growth here. Cool. Got it. How do I operate? How do we move forward? You want a business that keeps you alive. You don't want a business that just operates on on auto pay, if you will, because then it's not reflecting who you are in that moment. And you always want your business to reflect who you are and who you've grown into so that you can speak to people that light you up, so that you can have people in your world that see you and honor you for exactly where you are in that moment, not for who you used to be and not for who you will become, but who you are right here. Okay. So in this module, I want you to reflect on where are you hoping that things finally settle down? I know for me, it's like I'm always hoping that I finally have a grip on what it is that I'm talking about and who I'm talking to. I've always felt like that. Even now with the whole patriarchy and capitalism, I'm like, maybe this was the umbrella that I was looking for all along. Maybe this is a big enough umbrella. And as I sit here, it feels complete. And I know that in the next 4 months, I'm going to find something else to talk about. And it's going to be like, nope, that was just another layer of the umbrella. I don't think I'm ever going to find the head honcho umbrella. Okay. I am such a projector in the fact that I always want to be pushing humanity forward, but I also don't want to be tired. And I wear myself out from evolving. And I'm always thinking, like, maybe this is finally it. And it's never finally it. So, where are you hoping that things finally settle down for yourself? Because you're a little bit exhausted from evolving, right? And where could you replace control with curiosity instead of being like, well, I've got to control my growth because I'm so tired. But it's like, I wonder why I'm feeling this right now. I wonder what happened in my life that is deciding right now in this moment that I'm ready to grow even more. Okay. Because the most sustainable businesses in the world aren't built on fixed plans. Businesses have to evolve with their customer base or they are going to die out, right? These businesses that are sustainable over decades and decades and decades are built on a fluid identity and resilient imagination. They have to grow, they have to evolve to keep up with the people that they are selling to and to keep up with the desires it is that they have for their own goals and for their people. They have to grow, they have to evolve. That's it. Basic Charles Dickens. Okay. You're not excluded from that. As much as I wish that we could build a business model and nail it one time and always have the answer and use that to scale to multi 8 figures every single year, it's not how it works. It's not how it works. There are some foundational pieces that will always fit and will always feel good, but you're always going to have to change something. And the sooner that you accept that growth is a part of it and you're never going to stop growing, the easier it is going to be for you to evolve time after time after time. One of my clients who's an esthetician, she's only been in business 4 years. And the very first time that I met her, it was just her. When I started going to her for my own facials, she was thinking about bringing on one employee. Now she has 3 employees, 2 other facialists, and a front desk assistant. She has moved into this beautiful bespoke spa, like a premium spa experience. It feels so amazing when you go in there. I never thought that I would be in a spa like that every month, right? And she was like, okay, we just moved like in the summer. I'm going to take some time to rest. And I'm like, okay, great. And then 2 weeks later, we're planning to build her product line. And even she's like, when do I stop? Because even then, once we build out her product line, she's not going to chill. Then she's going to want to start coaching other estheticians. Then she's going to want to start building out her other locations. If she waited until things just slowed down so that she could finally feel good in her growth, she would stop growing. She would stop expanding. This woman is here to build a multi-8-figure dynasty. She's constantly growing. And she has accepted that when she gives herself 5 to 10 minutes to rest, she catapults after that. But she's never done growing, and she knows that. And because she's accepted that, she's been able to hire help. She's been able to bring more people on. She's been able to expand her business to the highest heights in such a short amount of time. Okay. Always having a fluid identity, always having a resilient imagination, always knowing that the step that you're stepping into next isn't the final one. There is no final boss, okay? And that's enough. Let it be enough and let it be good enough to keep propelling you forward, because you're not meant to be here to be a rock. You're here to be a tree, okay? All right, we're going to move into module 3, which is deciding what your next evolution looks like.